We're entering into a golden age for music AI, but is it a threat or an opportunity? A challenge to the very foundation of musicianship as a livelihood, or a chance to profit from an industry that's being turned on its head? This is Music, your base camp, your 101 in the world of music AI. Let's explore these brave new frontiers together and unlock untold value from this nascent space. My name is Adam Place, and this is Music. We're only 2/3 of the way through January, and there's already been a lot of activity in AI music. I'm currently here in Switzerland, where I've been checking out what happens during the World Economic Forum in Davos, where on Monday, will.i.am joined a panel to prime the delegates on AI.
This is the new.
This is Music, and let's jump into what happened in AI music in the past week. Tuesday brought us the preliminary injunction in the Universal Music Publishing Group Vs Anthropic case, where the AI unicorn claimed that their usage of copyrighted lyrics to train their models is fair use. Many of the companies training AI models share this perspective. Our perspective at Music is that when a new work that's generated by AI gets monetized, then it should be entitled to a royalty. This is possible by tracking the data that is passed through the network. And these analytics should be made available to creators, so we can have certainty on what music was referenced in creating a new work. By running the analytics on AI models, we'll discover that millions of creators should be entitled to royalties for the usage of their work in generative AI. While only a fraction of these go on to be monetized, if a user is paying for access, it should be a pretty clear-cut case. We're still waiting for the court to make a ruling on the preliminary injunction, but if it passes, then Anthropic will have to close access to or stop running the models that have been trained on the copyrighted data. On Wednesday, Anthropic claimed they already have guardrails in place to prevent the AI models generate copyrighted material. They argued that there was no evidence that any of their users entered prompts that resulted in plaintiffs' lyrics being shown to them. This appears an oversimplification of the argument, as the point is not showing the lyrics in question, it's about how the language patterns from the lyrics they have trained on mean they can offer a better product, which in turn increases their usage and valuation. At their last publicly announced funding round, this was $18.4 billion. Are we really doing this? The tech is great, but you can't claim fair use while collecting hundreds of millions of dollars in the hope that the millions of artists you took lyrics from to make your product better don't even get paid a penny. It's an embarrassing position to take in 2024 when the tech is already here to protect creators. We'll continue to cover this case, so subscribe to Music to stay up to date. On Thursday, the documentary ENO premiered at the Sundance Film Festival, a documentary about the ambient music pioneer's life that will never be the same film twice. It uses an AI that remixes the sequence of the documentary's scenes. Though one of the first reviews from IndieWire gave the film a grade D, the review acknowledged that it's only a review of the version they saw at the premiere, and statistically, there must be an ideal version of ENO out there somewhere. Brian Eno has famously been at the forefront of adopting new technology throughout his career, and however the doc ends up being distributed, we know that the choose-your-own-adventure style is technically feasible through projects like Black Mirror's Bandersnatch on Netflix. It's this kind of avant-garde release that gives us a hint of how Hollywood is going to be affected by the rise of AI and increasing consumer demand for personalization. It's not surprising that it's a music documentary that leads the way for a movie that can only be experienced once. And before we move on to the final big piece of news, let's take a look at a project that got financing last week. Bronze, a musician-led AI startup, raised $1.3 million from artists including Disclosure and Adele's management company, September. Just like the ENO documentary, the goal of Bronze is to offer listeners an experience so they never hear the same piece of music twice. Speaking about the project to Time magazine, its creators explained, "We wanted a system for people to listen to music in the same way it exists in our hands, as a constant, evolving form." Bronze are positioning themselves as an alternative to the current industry standard of training without consent. Its creator said, "Many companies are currently training models on unlicensed music. Instead, we are developing intuitive and code-free ways for creators to train on their own IP to produce personalized, contextually aware models that are unique to them." Finally, on Friday, a number of outlets picked up that TikTok is integrating a feature that allows users to generate their own AI songs directly inside the application. Like Dream Tracks that's inside YouTube Shorts, this is still an experiment that's only available to a limited number of creators. It's just generating unique lyric arrangements leveraging the LLM Bloom. The music itself is apparently already composed, and the lyrics are simply paired to this pre-created music. And how does it sound?
and AI spitting rhymes so slick. Got these humans wondering, is this such fate?
It sounds like musicians don't yet have too much to worry about from the latest addition to the TikTok ecosystem. However, it's clear from the industry machinations, from the legal and extra-legal precedents that are soon to be established, and the arms race for AI supremacy, that there's plenty to watch out for in the music space. This is Adam Place of Newsig, signing off in Zug, Switzerland.